My name is McQuilliam Smoothly Toucherson, world traveler and vacation connoisseur. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've only the finest tastes in locale, and today I proudly present to your various orifices in all 6 1/2 of your wretched senses a comprehensive critique of my time spent in Leyawin, Cyrodiil. Oh yes, I can smell you, dear viewer. Located on a plot of mud in the middle of nowhere at all, the so-called city of Leyawin is practically consumed by the... What is this? 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 What is that? What is this? What is this? What is this? What? There is blood on my hands. A spindly-legged crustacean-type life form with the most peculiar ooey-gooey visage attempted to snip my Achilles tendon not 12 seconds into my monologue. I could have freaking died. I attempted to tell a nearby town guard of this outrageous attempt on my life, but he didn't even listen. He didn't even care. Officer, there was a thing in it. The thing, it did not, it attacked, it did hit me, hurt me. My feet snipped at my toes. It freaking... He may have, in fact, been drunk. He or the horse. The sun had already completed its daily journey down the water slide of the sky, and I was ever so weary from my pitter-pattering prior. But, as is customary for my reviews for TravelCyrodiil.net, I went straight to the stables to examine the horses stationed there. A healthy horse makes for a healthy city. But before I could get my eyeballs all over the horses and their orifices/appendages, I saw yet another of the ghastly swamp creatures, this one on fire in the middle of the road. A shameful display, really. The horses had nothing to say on the matter. They never do. Long-time viewers will know that at birth I was gifted by God with the power of horopathy, the ability to speak to horses, though nary a horse has ever replied. I do not know whether this is by their nature or if they simply choose not to.
Tell me your secrets, equine wretch.
I was shocked and appalled, really, when I discovered that the horse's caretaker was a beast itself.
I can't sell you any horse flesh. You'll have to go inside and talk to Catface.
Is it customary in these southern lands for animals to be placed in charge of animals? Is a cat really more suited to care for a horse than a horse is to care for itself? Don't worry, I know their language. Without care or forethought whatsoever, the city's gate was just somewhere. Nowhere important, simply slapped aside the crumbling stone walls. Standing guard, facing the entirely wrong way, was a legionnaire, sans his uniform's helmet, because I suppose his deformed, inbred cranium would never fit in a standard mitre.
Perhaps you'll be able to assist me. I'm after some skooma dealers. A small group of skooma dealers led by a Dunmer named Kailis Lanavo is holed up in the Greyland settlement, just up the road. I've been trying to catch Lanavo for months, but every time...
I do believe the man attempted to get me, merely the most recent passerby, to do his job for him, so that he might more have time to absent-mindedly stare off into the distance, I suppose. My first impression of Leyawin proper was overwhelmingly wet. It rains constantly in this region, an attribute no doubt loved by the multitudinous lizard folk and other lovers of sloppy, slippery terrain. It must be the reason they decided to build a city there, to enjoy the moisticity, at least until the city inevitably slides into the nearby river or sinks into the surrounding bog. Then I suppose the swamp folk will be forced to live in the mud rather than in houses. For the best, most likely. To feel the rain on my bare head, the cold mud between my bare toes, and a breeze between my beauteous thighs, I suppose it held a certain charm. But the aforementioned pitter-pattering of my day had wearied me. Thus, I entered the nearest inn.
Hi there.
At least the citizenry was friendly, even if there was a vacuous look behind the man's eyes.
I'm Itar. Say, did you hear what that Argonian said? What's his name? You know who I'm talking about.
Oh dear, no brain at all. The inn was run by an animal, I believe a newt of some sort or other, which had invited other beast folk to stand around with them. The place stunk of their dung. Were it not for the stench, I might have pitied the creatures for their lack of bowel control. 3 of these things was entirely too many for such a small establishment. But I suppose things with tails attract more things with more tails. The law of fur affinity, I believe it's called.
Food and beds, cheap and good. But most of all, your hostess promises always clean. With Cyrodiil gives you her guarantee. Everything clean, always, or you do not pay. There's a bed for you if you need it. A mere 10 gold for the night.
10 gold for a night's rest is standard for an inn. Business is business, though I wasn't altogether sure what a newt needed gold for in the first place. Perhaps it liked collecting it in a pile somewhere, to enjoy its shininess. Though I could have sworn the creature had promised my room to be clean, the bed was a right mess. Understandable, I suppose, that a thing accustomed more to a nest rather than a bed would be unfamiliar with bed-making procedures, but a man of refined taste such as myself, well, let's just say I didn't sleep all that well on the soggy mattress. Everything in the whole town was thoroughly sogged.
Can you spare a coin? I can eat for a day with a single coin.
As soon as I stepped foot outside the inn in the morning, a beggarly sort of cat asked me for a coin to eat. The poor thing didn't know that gold has little nutritional value, so I explained such in a way it would understand.
Blessings of Juliana's upon you.
As I'm wont to do, I went to the local church. I've spent many an afternoon sitting in the pews and thanking God for giving me the gift of horopathy, and asking him to give all the horses of the world the gift of McQuilliam-pathy. Please, 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 please. I also enjoy soaking my little piggies in the vat of holy water so they might ever be blessed. The rain was eternal, never-ending. I was so moist. My toesies completely wrinkled. The buildings of Leyawin appear to have been designed by a toddler with an assortment of crayons. I believe that's him depicted with his mother's stationery there. My perfect silky frame can only take so much wetness at once, so I elected to enter a bookshop. I love books, you see. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue. An unparalleled classic. Upon my entry, 2 books flung themselves to their deaths. I might do the same, quite frankly, if I had to look upon this particular shopkeeper's face each day of my life. I admit, considering the numericity of cat-type persons and lizard-type persons, I was wondering when I'd chance upon a toad-type person.
Yeah, buy a goddamn book. It's a bookstore, ain't it? Don't just go peeking at them. Buy one. I'm Bugak Grobal, and I say you better buy a goddamn book. And right away, damn it. I am sick of orcs coming in here and giving me the business. Ooh, Bugak got a
While the
bookstore.
creature was gabbing on, I felt a peculiar itch to extend my expertise in picking up those fallen books. I am, after all, a saintly man, and there's nothing more shameful than a dirty bookshop.
Put that back, you worthless thief!
Ungrateful as he was ugly. I loathe conflict, so I ran atop the second floor's banister where I could lob gobs of spit at him from a safe distance. It was there I discovered a latent power of hovering. My powers surprise even myself. Thank you, God. A real estate market in this town. I chanced upon a rather large puddle occupying an enormous pothole in some discarded portion of the city, full of bugs and lily pods or what have you. I do fancy a swim on occasion, and I was already thoroughly soaked with sky water. I figured a bit of groundwater couldn't hurt. Little did I know just how many parasites I let into my body at this moment. They cost a fortune to extract. My voluptuous parasite-filled rear end waggled and waved as the rain pattered upon it.
Salve portans mage servant.
It's all so wet. I stopped by the castle for a visit. I do so enjoy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I stopped by the castle for a visit. I do so enjoy taking up time from the local count or countess's busy schedule.
Perhaps you would like to do a service for County Leyawin.
To my surprise, Count Leyawiin started rattling on about some job he wanted me to do. Not that I paid him much attention, rather, my eyes were fixed upon the nearby fire. I was enraptured. It was so enticingly warm. I wanted nothing more than to dry up the sordidness of my wretched day so far. I couldn't help myself.
Ha! May you rest in peace.
It was lovely. Back on the streets of Leyawinn, I found my tummy rather rumbly, and elected to partake in what I presumed to be the local cuisine, which had sprung up on the side of the road due to the concentration of moisture and animal dung. It was all right. Next, I went for a stroll outside the city walls, seeing as there was nothing else to do. Quite soon, I discovered what appeared to be an abandoned hovel. I am one for archaeology, so I decided to stop by in search of magical artifacts of untold power. But no sooner did I step in when...
If it's fisticuffs you want, it's fisticuffs you get. Hello? Who's there?
There's blood on my hands. Again. I've gone and killed someone. Again. I'm a crack dealer. I'm going to kill you. Inadvertently, I seem to have completed the quest the man at the gates had bade me complete, so I thought I'd go and tell him I'd done his job for him.
So what's the news from Greyland? Any luck taking down Lenavo? You've done it! I can't even begin to thank you enough. By the divines, I salute you in the name of the Legion. Here is your well-earned reward.
20 gold? 20 gold? I killed 2 men! Leyowin is beautiful from a distance and without the constant rain. Yeah! 360! The ocean, too. Infinite. Vast. Deep.
What are you? What is this? What is this? What are you? What is this?
Incredible. The water buffalo. Truly voluptuous.
Why?
Oh, sod it. I'm doing crack.
The world wasn't crazy enough already, you think?
Oh, I must rest my tired old bones. Soon I'll rest here too. Soon. The rain returned, and with it, my melancholy. Why carry on, old friend? And so it is. This is the end of me. Excuse me, I'm drowning myself in the river.
Oh, McQuilliam, don't you cry. Oh, McQuilliam, don't say goodbye. McQuilliam, don't you frown. McQuilliam's gonna drown himself in the friggin' river. Oh, heck and gosh, it makes me quiver. Oh,
Moonlit southern waters signal my end. Sirens call me to the deep. Who is that? Why is he running toward me? Not again! Such a beauteous young man. Shame I had to kill him. Well, sir, the night is young. Will you have this dance? Three out of 5. A little something for everyone.